This video contains major spoilers for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So, when Doctor Strange first came out, there was a lot of complaints about this scene where the Scarlet Witch easily disposes of the smartest man alive after he intelligently revealed the secret to their victory, so that the Scarlet Witch removed Brotagon's mouth. This event ended up with the complete decimation of the Illuminati, except this one asshole right here. And people complained because this was supposed to be the smartest man alive, and yet he did the dumbest thing possible. But here's the thing, I think all of those complaints are wrong. Here's why. Now, this is a multiverse that designated itself as 838, and they designated the main MCU universe as 616, even though officially the MCU universe is Earth-838, regardless of what Kevin Feige said. That means this gives us a hint that this universe is not exactly as accurate as it claims to be. I mean, this is a universe where red means go, which is just plain wrong.
We go on red?
And when the smartest man alive revealed that Pentagon's secret weapon comes from its mouth, the Scarlet Witch just removed it quite easily. And instead of doing the easiest thing that he could have done, that is remaining silent, his one super skill that he's mastered all his life, this time he decides to panic and blow his brains out. And as soon as he saw that, Mr. Fantastic decided to hand over his hand for the Scarlet Witch to turn into spaghetti string cheese. So, throughout all this time, instead of attacking, Monica Rambeau and Captain Carter decided to watch until both of their teammates are completely gone. And then they decided to engage the Scarlet Witch one by one. And when the Scarlet Witch threw Captain Britain's shield at her, something that she should have been used to doing very skillfully, after all these years of training, she decided to let it go and get sliced in half instead.
You're so stupid!
One of the dumbest is Monica Rambeau, or more accurately, Monica Dumbo. Instead of beating the crap out of her, she decided to hand over all her energy blast. Watch as how her energy gets sucked in by the Scarlet Witch, and the costume gets broken bit by bit. And Monica ultimately ran out of power. That way, when the Scarlet Witch decides to drop the statue on top of her, she would get crushed and die. But here's the dumb part. She could have just rolled over and evaded the statue. Or more accurately, Monica Dumbo.
Stupid!
And when Professor X decides to dive into Wanda Maximoff's head, he decided to focus on Wanda 838's psyche instead, while ignoring the Scarlet Witch psyche that has possessed the psyche all this time, allowing the Scarlet Witch to rip Professor X's heads off. But here's the thing, this is not actually Professor X's head. That is just his psychic avatar. That means his real head should be fine. But instead of using his mind power to ignore all these psychiatric going-ons, he decided to flip his head around and broke his own neck in the process.
They're so stupid!
But that's not all. Even Baron Mordo decides to put it up, fall to Doctor Strange's psychiatric warfare, and try to beat him up instead of just ignoring him, and ended up freeing Doctor Strange in the process. And let's not forget the dumbest thing that the Illuminati could have done. That is, with Doctor Strange himself, the person directly responsible into the Illuminati defeating Thanos himself. Strange was corrupted by the Darkhold, and the Illuminati decided that he was too dangerous to live, and so terminated him with extreme prejudice and lied about it. While at the same time, this is the Doctor Strange that discovered the Book of Ashanti. That is, the book that will give anyone the power to defeat their enemy, including if you got corrupted by the Darkhold itself. And not only that, Doctor Strange was the only person who has access to the Book of Ashanti because he made the portal himself. And the Illuminati decided to kill him without asking how to get to the portal or to the book itself, instead of using the Book of Ashanti to cure Doctor Strange of his corruption by the Darkhold and destroying the Darkhold itself. You see, it could be done. Not only he could have destroyed the Darkhold in this multiverse, but he could have also destroyed the Darkhold in every multiverse using that book. But instead, the Illuminati chose to do the dumbest thing possible and destroy their best hope for survival. That means saying that this is the smartest man alive for Earth-838 is 100% correct. But unfortunately, this universe is very dumb. Please help my channel grow and subscribe. It'll mean a lot to me.